we're the Rasmussen family. My name is Jackie.
I'm Brian. This is Elliot.
This is Isla. Welcome to our home.
So we've lived in Florida for about 6 or 7 years. We bought this house about 4 years ago. Since we've lived here, we've started noticing the air quality in the house going down. We have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and when they were younger, we started having a lot of respiratory problems.
I have a severe mold allergy, so I'm very sensitive to the air outside when certain plants bloom, and I was noticing when I was getting sick more and more often, it had to do with the bloom cycles and how much air was getting sucked into the house.
Brian came to us with a very classic story. He had a house built in the 60s. He's probably had 2 air conditioners, maybe 3, put into the house. The house was originally not built with air conditioning at all. What Brian was saying was his family was suffering from different colds. They always seemed to have some type of issue with the air quality, and I knew right away what it was. When we got here, we found a traditional air conditioning package unit that we pulled from the wall, and we discovered exactly what the problem was, which was the mold growing in the plenum and the beginning of the ducted unit.
So in here in the master, this is where we first actually noticed the mold problem. This is the original air vent system from the old HVAC. We actually had noticed mold spores forming around the fins of that. And that's kind of when we decided that we had to make a change and we had to move to a mini split system. And so we had the unit put in here, which just completely eradicated any mold problems we had.
Perfect Aire offers a variety of ductless mini-split solutions, which allow for the comfort and convenience of central air without the expensive cost of duct installation. The mini-split air conditioners also offer excellent energy efficiency, sleek design, and a low-profile footprint.
In a house, if it's over 60% relative humidity, molds will grow. And if you're not circulating that air and it's not driving the humidity down below 60%, it's going to grow. And therefore, that hurts your breathing. It's an indoor air quality issue, and that's why you have to get the humidity down. One of the most effective uses is a mini-split system. Not only can it cool and heat, but can bring humidity down in the space you're in. So if you're in the living room, you can control the mini-split for that space you're in, and that way it's more energy efficient, you're controlling the humidity, and you're cooling or heating depending where you are.
The way our house faces, the back side of our house gets really hot. The way the old system worked, you have one thermostat in the house, it blows either 75 or it blows nothing. So you either have to set the whole house way down to cool the one part of the house that gets hot. But with our mini split now, we can actually just have the back side of the house blowing cold air, and the side of the house that stays cold anyways, we can either turn it off or keep it on dehumidify, and it just maintains temperature without having to use those 3 heads.
The system we selected for Brian's house was a multi-zone 5-headed system. This is the outdoor condensing unit. As you can see, it's a much cleaner look, much more contemporary design. It's all self-contained with the refrigerant lines going into each of the rooms for the conditioned space.
So this is the unit in the living room. We enjoy how sleek it is. You hardly notice it on the wall. You see the temperature coming through the panel here, so there's not actually an LCD display, which, like I said, gives it, improves the aesthetics. So why don't you all come with me and I'll show you the rest of the units in the house. So this is the unit in the kids' room. Hey girls. So this is the unit in the kids' room. When they come home from school, we usually have it set pretty high during the day. So when they come home from school, we just grab the remote. The remotes are universal. We kick it on turbo mode, which drops the temperature quickly, so they can come in here and play for the rest of the afternoon. We are so happy with our new mini split air conditioning system.
Not only is our house so much cooler, but the temperature is perfect for everyone, and we're saving a ton of money.
And the best part is I don't even have to get up.
For more information, go to perfectaire.us or designingspaces.tv.